Hey, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Success Sunday. As every Sunday, I'm here at 8 o'clock to bring you a brief, but hopefully important and meaningful message about success strategies, moving forward, and just living your best life, living a divine life. Anyway, I am Tameika Isaac Devine, and I know so I'm a little winded today. I just ran up some stairs so that I get here by 8 o'clock. But anyway, wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. Those of you who come in every Sunday evening, thank you so much. And those of you who might be joining for the very first time, welcome. And just wanted to bring you a very brief message. So, for those of you who haven't actually signed on before, I'm Tameika Isaac Devine, and I am a former elected official, attorney, wife, mom, entrepreneur, women's leadership mentor. And I just try and bring some inspirational messages every now and then, or every Sunday, on leadership, uh, living through adversity, that kind of thing. And so, this is what I've told people before. This is my year of transition. It is the year where I'm transitioning away from being an elected official, but continuing to be a public servant and serving in other ways that God has for me. And so, coming off of last year's election, as well as some other changes that I'm doing in my life, I decided this year to really focus on that the year of transition and my countdown to turning 50 this year, and hopefully designing or centering my messages to you around lessons I've learned through the campaign and through last year, some hard fought lessons, and also just things that I'm continuing to discover as I do this year of transition. So, wanted to just come on quickly today. Of course, we are the eve of Martin Luther King holiday, the holiday where we celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but hopefully we all will celebrate his life and legacy every day, because we know that there's always things that we need to be fighting for when it deals with injustice, equality, making sure that everyone has equal opportunity in this world. And so, as I was thinking about what I was going to say today, I'm going to tell you this morning in church, I got confirmation because I wanted to talk about dreams. Because I had a conversation with a young lady that I've been mentoring earlier this week. And, she was saying, Miss Tamika, I'm still really upset about you not winning the election. And, I know how hard you fought and how much you wanted it. And it just must feel terrible for your dream not to come true. And so, I really kind of thought about it as, someone who mentors young people as well. How a lot of times, and I've some previous messages I've brought for you about, something delayed does not mean denied, and, things like that. I really was still also just thinking about the fact that as a young person, she saw this as, wow, what are you going to do now? Because your dream wasn't fulfilled, and it was more of a disappointment. And so I thought about that and why I wanted to bring you a message today, because my message today is really about those dreams and knowing that, just because you have a dream or you have an idea, you've got to think about it. You can't really let that dream, you are the only one that's the keeper of your dream. Folks may be with you, folks may cheer you on, folks may want this for you because it's something that you want. And when it doesn't happen, you're the only one who can say, that my dream has died, or, whatever. You're the keeper of your dream. And so, in honor of Dr. King, I wanted to bring a message about that and just being the keeper of your dream, and just a couple thoughts about that. We all have dreams, whether it is a dream for a position, your dream house, your dream vacation, your dream position, whatever that may be. I mean, we call things dreams. There's something that we aspire. It's a goal. It's a goal that we have. And but just because things don't happen in the time frame that we want it to, and it may not happen how we want, we have to continue to keep that. If it really means a lot to us, if our why is strong enough, that dream should not die just because someone else says that you can't have it, or just because something else happens that kind of keeps it from you at that point. And so I wanted to kind of think about or share with you just a couple thoughts about being the keeper of dream, keep being the keeper of your dream, and how you need to continue that dream moving forward and being the keeper of that dream. And so, you know me, I always give you like three quick points to share with you about uh, being the keeper of your dream. And so, I'm going to try and be a little high tech today uh, and use my different software. But anyway, my first tip to you is think about it, that anything worth having doesn't come easy. I mean, things that is worth having for you, it's not going to come easy. It's not going to be say, "Hey, I want to be CEO of my company," and poof, it happens, and you're CEO of the company. If it's the will for you to be CEO of that company, it's going to be a lot for you to get there. You're going to have to do a lot of hard work. You're going to have to put in hard hours. You're going to have training. You're have to go have a certain amount of expertise. You're going to have to know how to manage people. There are a lot of things that will go into you beginning to be that CEO of that company. And so just think about it. I mean, if it's something that you want to do and it's worth having, it's not going to always come easy, but that means you have to persevere. You have to push through. You have to keep going. I remember like, ever since I was a little girl, and some of you may have heard me say this story before. Ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be an attorney. When young kids used to play, I had a chalkboard and people would play school, and you'd like, mark on the chalkboard. Actually, we have one now, and Jameson will teach me. He'll play school and he'll be the teacher. What I used to do with my chalkboard, though, is I would act like I was the attorney and I was speaking to the jury, and I would use the chalkboard as my diagram. I mean, like literally, as long as I can remember, I wanted to be an attorney. Did very well in high school, college, then went to law school and got my first C, and really got my first D. And I will tell you that I was devastated because I had not made bad grades before, and was really kind of torn not making great grades when I first got to law school, because it was a whole different way of learning and testing and everything else. But it was something that it was a means to an end. I had to get through law school in order to get to be an attorney. When I first took the bar exam, I actually did not pass the bar exam the very first time. And I was actually stayed out, studied, did not work all summer. I studied with my friends, which probably wasn't probably not the best thing, because although we were studying, people study differently, people need different things. And so anyway, I didn't pass the bar exam the very first time. But I will tell you that again, becoming that was all I ever wanted to do is be an attorney. And so I had to work hard. I had to really push through. And so I was actually working full time. I was actually working in Florence at legal services. I was commuting an hour each way. I had to get up in order to get to work. I had to, leave Columbia by 7:15, and I typically didn't get home till 6:30 or 7. But every evening I was studying. I was studying over the weekend. I was not going out. And so the second time I took the bar, I passed. And so think about it. I didn't pass the first time where I was not working. All I was doing was studying. Didn't pass that first time. But the second time I knew, look, I have to, this is something that I need in order to be an attorney. And it's something that I want. This is my dream, to be an attorney. And so I had to push through. And I had to buckle down, and that meant long hours of studying. That meant, not going out. That meant, from, when I was in the car driving an hour each way to work in Florence, I had taped some of my study materials and would play it in the car. Anything that I could do to actually maximize my time. And so I share with you that story to show you that anything worth having is not going to come easy, but you have to do what you have to do to get there, to get your dream and make that dream happen. And so whether it is starting your own business, whether it is going back to school, whether it is losing weight, whatever, whether it is being mayor or congressperson or whatever it is that is your dream, just realize that it's not going to come easy to you. But it doesn't mean just because it's not going to come easy doesn't mean it's not for you. It just means that you're going to have to really work hard to get what you want and what that part of the dream is. The second thing I wanted to share with you is realize that you can't share your dream with everyone. Okay. You can't share your dream with everybody because not everybody uh, can see the dream for what it is. Not everybody is, well, a couple things. Actually, not everybody who's with you is for you. And that's real talk. Think about it. Dr. King had folks that, were in his circle, but they weren't there for him. They didn't have his back all the time. And everybody has those kind of folks. Sometimes it's people who are just hating on you. Like my pastor says, the haters are people who will lie on you. They'll talk about you behind your back. They'll do all the stuff. They'll be jealous of what you have and don't think that because they don't have it, that you shouldn't have it either. There are those people. And then there's also people who just because they've not seen it happen, even if they do believe in you, even if they do support you, they probably don't think it can happen because it just doesn't happen. I mean, just imagine, I'm sure Barack Obama had friends who were like, oh man, what you talking about? I ain't never been a black president. You're not going to become president. But he had a dream and and so when he was working towards, doing what he was going to do, he probably didn't share with everybody that was his ultimate goal. He had to get stuff done, but not, you can't share with everybody. And I will tell you, I've learned the hard way that you share your dream with some people. And I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna be the dream killers. They're going to be the ones that are going to be in your head and trying to tell you what you can and can't not do. They're going to be the ones that are going to be trying to sabotage you, trying to go after your dream. And so just recognize that until it's ripe and ready, it doesn't need to be shared outwardly. It may be something that you just share with a very select group of people. It may be something that you just share with your God and then leave it alone and then leave it in the prayer closet until it's ready to be right. So just understand that if you're going to be the keeper of your dream, sometimes keeping things close is better. I will tell you, people keep asking me, Tameika, what are you going to do next? What's for you? And I'm still actually, honestly, I'm not being coy. I'm really still trying to figure that out. But there are some things that I have going on. There are some people who I've been talking to about stuff. But I'll be honest with you that it's even that you can't tell everybody. Earlier this week, I was talking to somebody that I've been talking to about a possibility or something, I said a possibility, and an opportunity that we may work together on. And after this person and I met the very first time, she shared with me the next day she got a call from someone asking some questions. And this person hadn't called her in a long time, and it never showed interest in this project she had. And it just occurred to her that the only reason that this person might have been calling is because someone saw she and I talking, and maybe they assumed that this was something that I probably would want to do. And so, again, you can't share your dreams with everybody because sometimes people are going to try and keep you from the dream. And then even if they are not haters, even if they are somebody who might support you, they might can't fully support you in that dream because they can't fathom the dream that you have. So just be real cautious and careful about who you share your dream with, because it's not always for everybody. When it's ready for everybody, you'll know, and then it'll be out there, and then nobody can do anything to stop it. And then my third and final thing that I wanted to tell you is make sure you stay ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, there are lots of opportunities that may come up, or you have a dream on something, but you're not fully preparing yourself now for that next. But if you are prepared now, if you stay ready, you don't have to worry about getting ready. There might be an amazing opportunity that will present itself to you. And if you're not ready, the opportunity gets presented and you're like, oh man, I need this to do that job. Or, I need this, perfect example. We're talking about taking the kids on a trip. And, because of COVID, always, ever since the kids were little, I always got them all a passport. Because of COVID, we never got Jameson a passport. And I was sharing with my husband, like, look, if the opportunity presented itself to us for next week to go somewhere amazing, we're not ready because I don't have a passport for my baby. And so, this week I worked on getting him a passport at least. So I'm going to be ready this summer. So if any opportunities come up or this vacation we're planning, we'll be able to go. But you always got to remember, stay ready. And that means always knowing what next you have to do and be prepared. And whether that is preparing yourself by reading, staying up on the latest things, going after the next degree, whatever it is, but stay ready because you never know when that next great opportunity is going to present itself. You never know that the thing that you've been dreaming about will be closer to you achieving it than it ever was because you were prepared to take advantage of that opportunity that it came. So, anyway, that is my tips today about being the keeper of your dream. And just recognize that, all of us have dreams. We all have, like I said, some of the dreams that it's like, oh, I want this house or I want this car, those kind of things. And then some of our dreams are huge, amazing dreams about, owning your own company or, having a position somewhere or, traveling the world or whatever those dreams are. But just recognize that as you have those dreams, those are also dreams that nobody can take from you. You have to be the keeper of your dream. And if you believe in you and if you follow these tips as well as other things, you will be the person that decides whether or not that dream is achievable for you and then when you're going to get it. Okay. So those are the couple things that I wanted to share with you. I am going to also share with you guys, again, this is my year of transition. And so I am kind of reviving a couple things like Success Sunday, being with you every Sunday at 8 to bring you a short but hopefully meaningful and powerful message. But I'm also going to be revamping some other things as well. And so those of you who followed me for a while know that my husband and I in 2019 launched an online show called Date Night with the Devines. Date Night with the Devines is an opportunity for us to interview other amazing African American couples and talk about love and marriage and career and raising children and overcoming obstacles, all of that stuff. And I'm going to share with you, this is I Saw Goes to About Dreams. We stopped it or took a hiatus last year, of course, during the campaign, but I actually stopped it a little bit towards the end of 2020. And the reason is because being ready, I knew that the opportunity may present itself for me to run for mayor in 2021, and I was trying to get myself ready for that. And in talking with some folks in the community, I actually heard some negative feedback about my social media, date night with the Divines, particularly, and there were people, honestly, who felt like the show was like a reality TV show-ish kind of thing. And there were negative things said about the show. Let me take this banner off. Um, but anyway, and so because I knew I was running and I didn't want that to be something thrown at me. Now, mind you, during the election, there were a lot of other crazy things thrown at me. But I didn't want that used against me. And so we stopped doing date night with the Divines. And it's funny because so the reason we started that show is because we felt like there needed to be positive images of Black love and marriage, strong Black marriages that people could identify with, people could, feel good about. And so we wanted to bring you the show's really, and it's not about us, it's about other couples. We want to bring you interviews with other couples that we could talk about and share with you. And so when we started doing date night with the Divines, we got a lot of great feedback. But no matter how much great feedback we had, I listened to the negativity and the naysayers, and so we stopped doing it. And so I'm really pleased to announce that starting tomorrow, we will bring back Date Night with the Divines for season 3. and it'll be every third Monday at 9 o'clock p.m. In which we will bring you another fabulous couple to talk about love, marriage, career, all that stuff. And hopefully it will inspire you. Hopefully you will like what you see on Date Night with the Devines. And so join us tomorrow here. I'm going to have it on my page as well as YouTube and our Facebook Date Night with the Devines page. But join us and then share with others because I really do. I feel like that's also something that is a dream is we've got so many great positive things to talk about in the African American community. And sometimes we allow uh, other people's agendas to actually push us into thinking that our stories aren't important, our stories don't matter, or that it is divisive because we're talking about Black marriage and Black love versus love in general or marriage in general. And so I am hoping that you find some inspiration from this show. And so, again, tomorrow we will be here at 9 o'clock and we will be interviewing a great couple from Florida who they have started their own company where they do marriage coaching and they talk to others about having a strong foundation for marriage. So, would love to do that. Eileen, I will inbox you. I would love to meet you as well. Um, Equality and yeah, I would love to meet you. So I'll inbox you and maybe we can connect soon. But anyway, that is my message. I've gone 20 minutes. I've gone probably about 5-10 minutes over what I planned to today. So I'm going to leave you guys, but just remind you, tune in tomorrow for Date Night with the Divines. And then I'm going to be doing some other things as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys soon. You guys have a wonderful Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Please remember it is a day on, not a day off. So I hope that even with the ice and some of the things that we're expecting tomorrow, we will be able to be out working in the community. And so I hope now, whatever you decide to do tomorrow, that is something that you can celebrate the life and legacy of Dr. King in a way that impacts your community and is a way that others will be blessed. So, anyway, you guys, good night. Love you all. And I'll see you next Sunday at 8 o'clock for another Success Sunday message. Bye.